Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? So my name is Blake Bryant, co-president of BSU. To my right is my great co-president, Ariel Asari. And so on behalf of Black Student Union and in conjunction with the Upper School's Black African American Affinity Group, we'd like to welcome you all to our first African American Black History Month Assembly. So throughout the month, we will be celebrating the history, lives, and accomplishments of Black Americans and their contribution to the development and advancement of this country. And so the history of Black Americans is robust and without a doubt is essential to part of this nation's creation. So in noting this, while also recognizing the rich history of Black Americans, we thought that in order for us to try and adequately illuminate the number of contributions African Americans have in regards to constructing this country and around the world, we decided to break the month up into 4 different groups and 4 different weeks with overarching central themes that we will disclose at the beginning of each week.
With that being said, this week's theme is celebrating the success of Black community in the arts. The arts encompasses literature, dancing, and music, just to name a few things. For instance, we pay homage to Josephine Baker, a French dancer, singer, and the first Black female actress to star in a major motion picture. We show our love and admiration for Toni Morrison, who we know as an award-winning novelist who maximized her platform to bring light to civil rights and injustices domestically terrorizing Black communities in our country. And how can we not pay respect to the original king of pop, Michael Jackson, who is considered to be the most famous and influential cultural figure of the 20th century. So what am I saying? That without Black artists, writers, dancers, musicians, the world we see it, and as we know it, would not be the same if it weren't for the bravery and greatness of the aforementioned artists. Now think of how much farther they could have gotten if they didn't have to jump over additional hurdles and break down additional walls. That's what we want to create at Bullis and in the future. Something to think about, right? Well, as we all digest what I just noted, I'd like to take this moment to transition into the next portion of our assembly and welcome our lower school dance and movement instructor, Miss Barrett, who we affectionately call Miss B, to the stage to introduce her routine. Thank you all for listening, and now, Miss B, take it away.
Hello. My name is Mrs. B, and I am the movement instructor for the lower school. And this is Sonny, and he helped me to direct the piece that the lower school is going to perform. It's a choreo poem that we put to I Too Sing America by Langston Hughes. So, without further ado. Let's go, son.
Okay, guys, let's get another round of applause for Miss B and the lower school on that amazing, moving performance. For those of y'all who do not know me, I'm Sydney Shaw. I'm a senior, and I'm the social media coordinator for Black Student Union. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the next performance. So we're going to have upper school advanced dance ensemble in a performance that reflects on the 5 stages of grief in the Black community and how it's experienced throughout. Ms. Chin, who is the middle and upper school performing arts teacher, choreographed this dance, and I would now like to welcome her to the stage to provide with us what we can expect to see next. So Ms. Chin.
Good morning. The next dance piece, entitled United, was performed at the Association of Independent Maryland and DC Schools and Independent Dance Network Festival on January 22nd at Mercy High School in Baltimore, Maryland. The piece is set to Kendrick Lamar's United in Grief. Kendrick is the first non-classical and non-jazz artist to be awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Music. He also won a Grammy last night for Best Rap Album for his recent work, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. United explored themes surrounding grief and healing. Please help me welcome the Advanced Dance Ensemble performing United.
Tell them the truth.
I hope you find some paradise.
Tell them you're...
I've been going through something. 1,855 days. I've been going through something. Be afraid.
What is a miniskirt? A man and his feelings were bitter. What is a woman that really hurt? A demon you better off killing her. What is a relative? Make a repetitive narrative on how you did it first. That is a predator in reverse. All of your presidency with thirst. What is a neighborhood wreckable? That is a snitch on a pedestal. What is a house with a better view? A family broken in variables. What is a record with jewelry? A way that I show my maturity. What if I call on security? That mean I'm calling on God for purity. I wanna go be a therapist. I can debate on my duties and sharing it well. Cause I don't my comparison. Something I know because time was imperative. Wow. Started to feel like it's only one answer to everything. I don't know where it is. Wow. Popping the bottle with leverage and wow. Easing my head on my epic as well. Shaking and moving like what am I doing? I'm flipping my time through the Rolodex. Indulging myself in my life and my music. The word that I'm in is the protege. The word that we in is just medicine. The demons portrayed a religionist. I'm waking up one and another woman. I hope the psychologist listening. Mercedes with black G-Wagon away from it was all for rap. I was 28 years young, 20 million tax. Bought a couple of mansions, chef for practice. 500 in jewelry, chain was magic. Never had it in public, late reaction. 50K to cousins, post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different. I grieve different. Chicago, North America to a Morocco. V5 she was a model. Dedicated to the songs I wrote in the Bible. Eyes like green, penetrating the moonlight. Hair done in the bar, energy in the room like Big Bang for theory. God, hope you hear me. Phone up a ring, but tell the world I'm busy. Fair enough. Green eyes said her mother didn't care enough. Sympathize when her daddy in the chain gang. Her first brother got killed, he was 21. I was 9 when they put the mock in the grave. Heartbroken when it's still to say goodbye. Chad left his body, had to be FaceTime. Green eyes said you be okay. First to a sex, the pain away. I grieve different. G-Wagon away from it was all for rap. I was 28 years young, 20 million tax. Bought a couple of mansions, chef for practice. 500 in jewelry, chain was magic. Never had it in public, late reaction. 50K to cousins, post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. So what? Paralyzed, the county building controlled us. I bought a Rolex watch, I only wore once. I bought infinity pools I never swam in. I watched watch King, my phone calls in 4 months. You know the family dynamics on repeat. The insecurity smack down on PC. I bought a 223, nobody please treat. You won't do me, I smell TNT. They ain't got a report, so I got me a push. Paid battery for it, I ain't wanted to push. It probably was the case, but the money wiping the tears away. I agree different. Everybody agrees different. I agree different.
That was an emotionally riveting story performed by Miss Chin's Advanced Dance Ensemble. Thank you. My name is Sage Sharma, and I am a senior and one of BSU's secretaries. And already seeing 2 great performances, I am even more excited and privileged to introduce our next guest, who will continue in the spirit of our theme of celebrating Black artists. However, before we experience the next production, I'd like to take this moment to introduce its choreographical director, Mr. Brian Keith Harris II. Mr. Harris, who is an educator, author, and minister, is recognized throughout the country for his work in transforming the landscape for Black and brown children through his teachings of history, poetry, and dance. Having already published 3 books with another one set to release this spring, his writings celebrate the brilliance and creativity of Black children and honor the legacy and resilience of their ancestors. Because of his success in the arts and commitment to making a positive impact on society, in 2019, Mr. Harris was one of the 100 men who were recognized by Black Enterprise magazine as a BE Modern Man of Distinction, which is an award awarded to those who exemplify the essence, image, and accomplishments of today's man of color. When Mr. Harris is not dancing or being a pillar in his community, you can find him at Bishop John T. Walker School for Boys in D.C., where he serves as the school's director of outplacement and graduate support. He is also the founder and artistic director of Sons of Freedom Dance Institute and the founder of Cultivating Young Kings, which are all DC-based organizations. Mr. Harris is a 2003 graduate of Hampton University, where he earned his bachelor's degree in print journalism. In 2006, he would earn his master's degree in divinity with a concentration in Christian education from the Samuel DeWitt Proctor School of Theology. Therefore, with all this being said, let's give Mr. Harris a warm welcome as he comes to the stage to introduce his I Am My History performance. Mr. Harris.
Good morning, Bullis School, and welcome to the Freedoms Project presentation of The Legacy Continues, honoring Black artists of the past and celebrating Black artists of the future. Please remain silent during the performance and silence your cell phones, as we do not want to distract our performers. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hold your head as high as you can. I'd love to see who you are in man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel. Maybe no one else will tell you, so remember that you are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. Now maybe no one else has ever told you so. But you're golden, baby, black gold with a diamond soul. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. Think of all the strength you have in you, strength of the blood you carry within you. Ancient man, powerful man, builders of civilization. All of the strength you have and the knowledge you carry. Ancient man, powerful man, builders of civilization. Hold your head high, see you are living. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, so you wanna take you are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You
I am my history, walking tall, standing in royalty. I am a direct descendant of kings and queens who ruled with grace, wisdom, and dignity. I am my history, a designer, a thinker, a being of creativity. I built the pyramids of Egypt with my strength and agility. I mastered math and science so brilliantly. I am my history, a child of the diaspora, a survivor of slavery. For 400 years I fought to be free, escaping the hands of hatred and captivity. I am a powerful source of peace. I am a brave, beautiful light. I am essential to the earth. I am the glimmering hope in the darkness of night. I am my history. The injustices of the world didn't stop me. I overcame obstacles and beat adversity. I stood up like Martin, Rosa, and Jackie. I am a vision of my ancestors. I am a symbol of love. I am a star in the galaxy. I am a gift from above. I am my history, walking tall, standing in royalty. I will continue with this legacy, knowing that nothing can stop me. I am my history.
painter, director, choreographer, and activist who founded the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater in 1958. It was a hugely popular multiracial modern dance ensemble that polarized modern dance around the world thanks to the extensive world tours. His most famous dance is Revelations, a celebratory study of religious spirit, as well as nurturing the unique experience of Black Americans throughout the country. Alvin Ailey, a true pioneer in the arts. Maya Angelou was an American author, actress, screenwriter, dancer, poet, and civil rights activist, best known for her memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which made literary history as the first nonfiction bestseller by an African-American woman. Angelou received several honors throughout her life and career, including 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Nonfiction. Maya Angelou, a true pioneer in the arts.
Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Do you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I got diamonds at the meetings of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Thank you.
Brittany Harris is a dancer, choreographer, artistic director, and professor of hip-hop dance. Harris formed the first and longest-running hip-hop dance touring company, Rennie Harris Pure Movement, in 1992. In 2007, he conceived another touring company, Rennie Harris All Inspiring Works. Rennie Harris, a true pioneer in the arts.
What an incredible production. My name is Mackenzie Suggs, and I'm one of BSU's media managers. Thank you, Mr. Harris, for such a wonderful performance and to remind us of the beauty in art in its numerous forms. In closing, as mentioned in the beginning of today's assembly, this week's theme revolves around celebrating the impact that Black Americans have had on the arts, specifically through the rhythmic motion of dancing, the cadence of spoken word, the writing and publication of literature, and the melancholy of music. Through what we've observed today, there's more than enough reason to thank those who we have already mentioned and who have paved the way for today's artists, such as poet Amanda Gorman, dancers like Savion Glover, and musicians like Kendrick Lamar, and the person with the most Grammy Awards, Beyonce. So with that being said, and on behalf of the BSU, I hope you all enjoyed today's assembly, and we look forward to bringing you additional programming throughout the month. But before we officially part for the day, we will now have a few words from our DEI Director, Dr. Waters. Thanks and thank you.
Let's give another round of applause for everyone who performed today. The lower school, is this lower school still here? No, their lower school. Middle school performed. The upper school performed as well. All the performances. As was mentioned by BSU, there will be a number of programs that are happening for Black History Month with themes associated with each week. Each week, they will send out communication about what is that particular theme. But before we go, let's give everyone, again, a big round of applause. I know Brian Keith Harris, if you're back there, they probably getting dressed, but everyone a round of applause. And give yourselves a round of applause for being a great audience and participating, right? And all this cannot have been done without Harriet, her crew back there. So give them a round of applause, please. The middle school director, Dr. Marino, thank you for your team for making this happen. Mr. Policino and everyone. So, we're good on time. Middle school, you know where you're supposed to be, and upper school, you know where you're supposed to be. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.